Having trouble getting to the end of PUBG? Well, it could be that you're playing the game like a shooter and not like a survival game. Once you jump out of the plane, you shouldn't really be firing your gun that much until the end of the game until you really need to. So here are some do's and don'ts to help change your mindset and keep you in the game for longer. Make sure you take advantage of the lobby. Sure, it's shonky and the frame rate is all over the place, but it is a good place to try out some of the weapons before you use them in the field. Head over to the tables at the firing range and you can experiment with everything the game has to offer without giving away your position or wasting ammo. Once you're in the Hercules, the first thing you'll want to do is land tactically on the map. Sure, you can just jump out over an area dense with buildings full of good loot, but remember, so will lots of other people, and then it's down to the luck of what you find in the first building you enter. If you do find yourself surrounded by enemies when you land, keep running and grab a weapon as soon as you can. You may be tempted to use your fists, but trust me, this guy tried that approach with me, and look what my shotgun did to him. If someone isn't hot on your heels, remember to close doors behind you. This way you will hear enemies entering the house and they will also assume the building hasn't been looted yet. This will give you time to pick up backpacks, police vests and other items that will prolong your life. And if you did notice someone landing in your vicinity and they didn't see you, you can always lie in wait behind a closed door in case they wander in unawares looking for loot. Make sure you don't get too wrapped up in the adrenaline upon landing. Find a safe spot when you found some loot and check the map to see if you're in the zone. If you are, great, you have time. If not, start planning your route across the map to avoid the blue containment field that will drain your health if you're the wrong side of it. If you don't find a vehicle, there will be moments when you have to traverse open terrain on foot. This is when you're at your most vulnerable, so watch your back at all times. RB is your friend here. By holding RB and moving the right stick, you can look around while running in the direction you want to. Most enemies will also be running the same way as you to get away from the containment line, so keep running and keep looking for enemies stalking you from behind. Want to run faster? Then holster your weapon by holding Y. You'll now be able to sprint, which is super useful if someone is taking pot shots at you from a distance, or if you need to hightail it into the play zone. Use cover to your advantage. Bushes, walls, trees, rocks and houses are all there to help you avoid being seen. Stay close to them and they'll prove a useful ally. Only fire your gun when you absolutely need to. Taking a punt on someone from a distance will reveal your location with the crackle of gunfire, which can attract other players, or make a player who didn't know you were there spot you back and return fire. Only take the shot if you know you will get the kill. Don't run into loot crates from the dead without knowing the area is clear. You can guarantee some players will move towards gunfire knowing one player might be dead and the other one might have lost some health, making them easy pickings. This guy did exactly that, and as you can see, he was a sitting duck, meaning I could pick him off and loot both crates for some great items to help me on my quest. Don't try to heal or use items unless you're in cover. If under fire, run away until you know you are safe, and use the bandages, energy drinks and medkits etc. to get your health back. Choose the right weapon for the right situation. I prefer a shotgun up close. If you have the jump on someone and know you can get a couple of shots off, you're most likely to win a one-on-one up close when you have a boomstick equipped. Don't lose track of that containment zone. Here you see me faffing about with my inventory after a kill and being caught up by the ever decreasing circle. Luckily I had a buggy to get me out of trouble, but if I was on foot, I would have been toast. Don't exit a moving vehicle. I'm not proud of this moment, but it is funny and a lesson to you all. After taking a hit which caused a tyre blowout, I panicked and jumped out of my buggy only to be run over by the fast moving metal. You're better off staying in the vehicle and risking bullets than being bulldozed by your own wheels. If the end game ends in an open area, these huts can prove useful. While everyone is driving around and picking each other off, you get a great vantage point and can kill anyone walking in the door. Just make sure you get your first shot in or you'll end up dead like I did here. But here's proof it does pay off. After killing 4 other players and waiting it out, I jumped in my Jeep and ran this poor fella over to claim my second chicken dinner. Tasty tasty.